now. Thanksgiving tournament at the St. Charles East Gym.
This sports broadcast made possible by contributions from the following. The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, a factory authorized Bryant dealer. Whatever it takes. Find them online at customheating.com. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time, shop online at rosenhyundai.com. Tom the Plumber is your family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. Carpentry with integrity, providing unparalleled customer relationships and precise quality craftsmanship since 1998. Find us on Facebook and House. Daryl Barnes Photography. For sports, senior portraits, family, and more, call Daryl Barnes Photography for all your photographic needs. Find Daryl online at darylbarnes.com. Buffalo Wild Wings. Visit their locations in Algonquin and Hoffman Estates for some award-winning wings spun in one of 21 sauces or dry rubs. Or try a tasty burger or wrap. There's something for everyone at Buffalo Wild Wings in Hoffman Estates at Route 59 and 72 or Algonquin on Randall Road.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. I'm Brandon Giese alongside my brother Austin Giese. We are in for a good one, Austin. It's the East Aurora Tomcats taking on the Plainfield East Bengals. And for East Aurora, tale of two blowouts. What did you see from them, and what are some takeaways that you took from their performances so far?
Well, coming in 0-2, they have not shot the ball well at all. In their last affair, they shot 30% on 57 total shots as a team, and that just won't go in basketball these days.
We're going to send it down to the court for the anthem. We'll bring it back up and give you a short update before we get the tip. And we are just seconds away from basketball here at St. Charles East. We talked a little bit about the Tomcats. Now let's talk a little bit about the Bengals, Austin. Plainfield East, it's a tale of two overtimes for them. One game, they pull out the W against St. Joseph's in OT. The next one, they come back and lose in overtime. What did you see from them on both of those efforts?
Well, they had an amazing first half in that last affair, but in the second half, they just fell off majorly, and it seemed like Christian Schumann was the only one carrying the mantle for this team, and they just need a good focus on closing out the game.
All right, what you're seeing in the background is the starting lineups. Daniel Gilbreth and Josh Humphrey off the bench so far. That's going to be Noah Woolard, Next off the bench is the guy you just talked about, is Christian Shoemate. He had a great last outing, 27 points for him on 13 of 17 shooting. And finally, this is Yamani Saree. He actually shot it pretty well from downtown last game. He was not afraid to fire it.
Yes, sir.
On the opposing side, you're going to see the East Aurora Tomcats. So you saw the Bengals. They are in orange. The Tomcats will be wearing their black jerseys today. First off the bench is Darius Cooper Shaw, probably one of the highlights or hot bright spots for them in that last outing. Julian Acosta's the next man up off the bench. He's a 6'1 guard, slash forward. He plays the wing. Josh Pryor, 6'4. He's the guy who you said that East Aurora was a bright spot for them. Davion Hurston is next off the bench for the East Aurora Tomcats. And then lastly, number 50, 6'4 center Darnell Betts. We didn't get to see him last time out.
Looking forward to seeing him. He's a 6'4 center. He's a junior. Maybe give the Tomcats a little bit of height here.
Well, we are seconds away from a tip now. We're in for a good matchup. I think East Aurora has learned from each experience that they've had so far. They were pretty competitive in that St. Joseph's matchup they had last. It just ended up not working out for them in the end. They couldn't hang around, but in the first half, they were very competitive.
Yeah, they just need to just focus on this game here. 0-2, can't let that diminish your effort you're going to put forward today.
All right, you'll see in the tip circle right there for East Aurora in the black, that's going to be Joshua Pryor. And in the nice orange Bengal jerseys, it's Christian Shoemate to tip for the Bengals. 2
stars of their teams going for the tip here, it seems like.
Yeah, they seem to run through the big men.
Mentioned earlier today how the Tomcats have a height disadvantage when it comes to this matchup. We'll see how they capitalize.
And the tip is won by the Bengals. This game is brought to you by our season sponsor, the Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. On the far side now, it's Noah Woolard. He gives it up to Humphrey, almost throws it away, but Gilbreth gets it back down the lane. And a little bit of contact, so he will go to the line.
You already see them getting to the line. That's really important for them. They need to cash in on them in their last affair, especially in late game. They didn't cash in on those free throws, and that was very important.
Yeah, 13 for 21 for the game, a 61% mark. They should look to improve that total if they want to come out with a victory. Gilbreth misses the first free throw.
Already off to a little bit of a poor start with free throws.
Gilbreth, back
for
rim,
2.
no good. They give it up. That's Cooper Shaw. He'll run it into the corner. Pryor, a little stutter step back, no good from 3. Rebound by Humphrey. He pushes the issue for the Bengals inside to Woolard, and that one's blocked. That was Pryor all the way back to block the shot. Back up to him now, right down the lane, and that's an easy charge.
Getting a little too hasty on the pressure there, driving to the lane.
Right out of the gate, high action for both these teams.
We see Joshua Pryor rushing, taking a quick shot and then rushing back to get the block.
And East Aurora has the trap on, looking to put some pressure on the ball handlers of the Bengals. Inside, Gilbreth, nowhere to go. They get it back out. Humphrey down the lane. Sharif will fire for 3, no good. Rebound tipped and controlled. Quickly up to Cooper Shaw. A stutter inside. Contact and the foul.
And
Julian
one.
Acosta.
Pushing through all the pressure, getting the and 1. We'll see how they cash in at the line.
A circus-style layup. The finish puts him at the line with an opportunity to take a 3-point lead to start the game. And he does. Julian Acosta converts the and 1. Humphrey up quickly. Sarif looking to answer. He dribble drives past. A floater that falls. Yamani Sarif is the first guy on the board for the Bengals. And an
wild
errant pass sails over the head of the intended target. Bengals will take back over.
We're already seeing so much fast-paced action. Seems like every possession is a fast break.
They break the press. Sarif in the corner for three. Bang out. Yes, sir. Yamani Sarif knocks down the three. On the far side, that's Hurston. Right back to him. Thought about it. Instead, gives it up to Cooper Shaw.
Seeing serious defensive pressure from both teams.
Betts now to Hurston. For three, it's Pryor. Front rim, no good. Pushing the issue is Noah Woolard. Dribble drive, a Euro step, but it was knocked out of his hands by the Tomcats.
Seeing a lot of sprinting down the lane. Fast-paced action in this first quarter.
Inbound goes to Humphrey. Screen and roll. They got the switch they wanted, but they fire the three instead. Rebound is controlled.
Seeing a lot of three-pointers being attempted.
They had Shoemate on a switch down low. I thought they were going to take advantage of, but they didn't do it that time.
Definitely the advantage they want to take, having the height advantage and him being their star player.
Cooper
No
Shaw
good.
with a well-contested three. That doesn't fall.
Here we go,
There's
Shoemate.
Shoemate. A dribble drive, a Euro.
No
Couldn't get
good.
it to go. Rebound was controlled, and eventually a foul was called. Daniel Gilbreth will go to the line again. 0 for 2 for him the first time.
Well, definitely we'll have to improve on that first trip to the line. We mentioned how important free throws are in high school basketball these days. We'll see how he'll convert.
Gilbreth spins it into his hands. He lets this one go. That one falls for Daniel Gilbreth.
Already a quick improvement.
Aaron Solis checks in off the bench, and the big man, Darnell Betts, will take a seat. Gilbreth gets that one to go as well, 2 for 2. Last touch there by Bengal as they up the pressure on the inbound.
Again, we're seeing serious defensive pressure from the Bengals. It seems like more of an effort on the defensive end from them is happening. See a full court press here.
Costa says, clear out, it's man-to-man. I got this. Gets it across the half-court line. A dribble drive. And after the foul, there was some contested at the rim.
At the moment, Acosta has the only points for the Tomcats. Or, excuse me. Yeah, the Tomcats.
Inbound to Cooper Shaw. Gets it inside to Pryor. Pryor doubled, he throws it away. That's gonna be an over and back violation.
Bengals will get the ball.
Inbound goes to Humphrey.
Now running some half-court offense. Now we're seeing some pressure from the Tomcats.
That ball was thrown away, but luckily they had a man right behind. They're gonna call that a jump.
Jump ball in favor of the Tomcats.
Cooper Shaw now brings it right to left.
Sprinting up the lane, and a wild pass will bring it back to the Bengals.
Another turnover.
A lot of turnovers this first quarter of action. We're seeing a mostly muted period in scoring.
Our graphic was just mixed around for just a second, but we got it figured out. Plainfield East is in the lead. They turn it over there. Coming back the other way are the Tomcats. Cooper Shaw pushes the issue for them. And he throws it away once again.
Yet another turnover for the
Common thing
Tomcats.
For both teams right now.
We are seeing overall some sloppy play from both teams, but they'll pick it up.
Noah Woolard brings it across the half-court line for the Bengals. Humphrey now.
Screen and roll.
He'll fire from the free throw line. That's no good. Cooper Shaw with the rebound. That was almost thrown away again. Acosta out on the lane, and that is swatted by Daniel Gilbreth. Up quickly to Humphrey, and
a hard foul.
Yeah, a very hard foul there from Joshua Pryor. Noah Woolard went to the floor awfully hard. He appears to be okay.
We'll now go for the free throws. That was an intense foul.
Yeah, very intense foul for sure.
Maybe sending a message, but maybe not the right one. Giving them
Woolard,
easy buckets.
nevertheless, at the line. First one is up, and it is good for him.
We're already seeing an improvement from those first 2 0 for 2 free throws. The team will shoot better now. We'll see if he can convert on the second.
Second one is up,
And he does.
Woolard.
Seeing a substitution for the Bengals.
Nick Smolt checks in. Cooper Shaw now, and that ball is turned over. Sarif will cash in on the easy bucket.
There's that amazing defensive pressure I was talking about, causing the turnover into an easy bucket. Those are as easy as you can get, Brandon.
And another wild
turnover.
pass. Yeah, that's a bad decision there by the young point. Looked like a travel. He got away with it. Woolard for 3, no good. Rebound controlled by Sarif. He'll go back up, contact, and he will be at the line.
For the 3rd time in the game, I believe.
Not for him. Overall, this will be their 4th trip to the line. But this is Sarif's first trip to the line. But he has had an effective quarter. He's already in the column for 7, make it 8.
Seeing a mostly one-sided half with some sloppy turnovers from the Tomcats.
Yeah, the Bengals have applied the pressure for sure.
Keenan Meeks is in for the Tomcats.
Some substitutions as well for the Bengals. It appears that number 25 checked in. That's Kendall Carter. Second one is good for Sarif. We're going to have another substitution. That's going to be Kyrie Daniel who checks in.
And Acosta will take the inbound for the Tomcats.
They can't find anywhere to go with it. They call a 5-second violation before they can get the timeout.
And we see another turnover for the Tomcats before they could even get the ball out.
Sarif in the corner will fire for 3, and he's fouled. Look at the guys run over to pick him up. Yomani Sarif is having himself a quarter. He's already got 9. He's going to the line for 3 free throws. Really really has the potential to have himself a game here.
And start a commanding lead for the Bengals already with 3:34 to go.
Yeah, one thing we said about these guys is that they wanted to improve at the charity stripe. They've done just that so far. That is, for Sarif, he's a perfect 4 for 4 at the moment. And also, they missed only 2, were the first 2 of the game from Daniel Gilbreth.
And yet again, we are seeing a very commanding, so far, first half for the Bengals. But again, they need to focus on closing that out when it comes to the second half.
Perfect 5 for 5 at the line. Back into the game is Daniel Gilbreth. Shoemate will take a seat on the bench for the time being. With a 16-3 lead here in the first, the Bengals are applying pressure and want to get their guys some rest.
Double team trap. And
Swing
another
pass.
turnover.
Yep, picked off by Sarif. He'll come back the other way. Thought about it. A stutter. Drive. Definitely some contact. That one's not going to get called.
No call.
Meeks down the lane, and he scores for the Tomcats.
Ending the run for Plainfield.
They were on a long run, that's for sure. Gilbreth gives it up. That's Nick Smolt. A dribble drive for him. A swing pass. Inside. Ball is loose.
Fumble around the ball.
And one for Carter. Kendall Carter will go to the line with an opportunity for an and one opportunity, or for the and one. I said opportunity already.
And we already see how many times they've been at the line in just this quarter. They're getting the line sensationally.
This will be their 12th and 13th free throw. Oh no, 12th attempt. And it's good.
It will go. 12 attempts in just this quarter.
So they are 10 for 12 from the line in the quarter.
Keenan Meeks.
The pressure is immense right now. Oh, wild pass is picked off again.
Yet another East Aurora turnover.
Was that a traveling call? Or?
I do not know.
They called something there that changed the possession, so I think
I believe it was a travel.
Yeah. They get the ball in, and he's wide open.
Easy bucket in the post.
Pryor
Pryor
on the board, yep. Easy. That's as easy as they come.
Wide open, no contest. Seemed like they had a little bit of
Hang out.
finding
Nick
him.
Smolt for three. It's becoming a first quarter rout here at St. Charles East. 22-7 in favor of the Bengals. And a steal by Sarif, just a great hustle play.
Yet another turnover, and we see another change of possession here to the rack.
Pryor couldn't get it to go. They get it out. The jumper for, I believe that was Renteria. Yeah, Sebastian Renteria gets that one to go. Swing pass, Gilbreth down the lane. That's going to be a charge. No doubt about it, yeah.
Laying your body out for the game, for the better of the team, taking those charges is so important.
It's also very stressful.
Yes.
See a guy come barreling down at you and just say, yeah, go ahead, run me over.
We see Shoemate back in the game. We haven't seen much from him this quarter.
Yeah, that was practically a platoon swap for the Bengals, I believe. Sarif went to the bench.
Wild
Here's
pass.
Shoemate
Shoemate running
break, and that's going to be last touched by a Tomcat. You saw there they had a 2-on-1, and both Tomcat defenders said, you know what, we're guarding Shoemate on this one.
He's just so we've seen so far in this tournament, he's so dangerous driving to that lane.
That's the kind of attention he commands.
He is a big man, Brandon.
They get it into him. Woolard now. Missed a guy on a cut. Smolt to Shoemate. Ooh, I thought he was going to throw it down. Instead, he puts it up with two hands. An easy bucket for Christian Shoemate, and that's his first of this game.
See that height he got on that attempt. He's got another wild pass by the Tomcats, another turnover.
Yep. I'm very surprised that East Aurora hasn't used one of their timeouts to try to gain their composure.
Yes.
So far, the pressure has been staggering, and it's made an effect. Smolt for three. Yes, sir. Nick Smolt with his second three of the quarter, and it is very close to a rout.
I'm not going to speak too soon, but this is looking like the early workings of a blowout.
And that's got to be a travel or a double dribble, or yeah, they're going to call it a double dribble. Keenan Meeks ain't happy. There is finally, we have an East Aurora timeout. This timeout is sponsored by Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time. Shop online at rosenhyundai.com. 52 seconds remain here in the quarter. Austin, what have you seen so far?
Well, it's clear that we've seen a lot of turnovers from the Tomcats. They just got to prove on those wild passes. I don't even know how many there were. Too many to count. But
yeah.
We saw a lot of free throws for the Bengals and a lot of turnovers from the Tomcats, and that just has to be improved.
Yeah, it is overall. It's been a one-sided affair. The Bengals
a near 20-point lead for the Bengals.
Defensive pressure is just immense, and you can't get much better than that in terms of what you strive to do out of a huddle. They came out and they said, you know what, we're going to pressure ball handlers today. Folks, we're going to pressure you, and if you can beat us that way, then you can beat us. Let's take a quick look at our Bear Family McDonald's replay. Nick Smolt's second three-pointer of the game. Gotta look at it, huh? Gotta look at it. Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of the community since 1967. But yeah, they came out and they had a goal, and so far that goal has worked in every facet of this game. Smolt will bring it up. Far side. Daniel back to Smolt. Smolt on the lane, he lost control.
Fast break opportunity here.
Renteria puts it up with the left, and it does not fall somehow. It's just been that kind of day so far for the Tomcats. And they missed a guy right in the middle of the heart of the paint that was literally jumping up and down, begging for the basketball. That was Carter down there waiting to hopefully eventually get the ball. He couldn't get it in time, and they turned it over. They move it up pretty quickly here this time. A three-pointer is jacked up and made.
Good.
Aaron Solis for three.
A quick shot there, and it converts. Another three.
Answer, no good.
Good.
Offensive rebound, almost had it. Instead,
Quick
they give it up.
pass.
Renteria, yeah, that was definitely a foul.
A blocking foul, I believe.
Yeah, that was definitely a block. You know, it's almost like one of those let's stop the fast break fouls.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
mean, you have to cause those. It seems on the fast break, that's the only way they're converting. 3 seconds left, we'll have a quick shot opportunity.
Cooper Shaw didn't even know the time was winding down.
Gotta pay attention to that clock.
Yep, and that's the end of the quarter, 27-12. The Bengals lead. We're going to hear a quick word from our sponsors. Huddle, a huddle that came out on a mission and pretty much executed to a T, Austin. What do you think that they're talking about in that huddle right now?
Well,
Quickly, we're going to try to take a look at a replay here. Yeah, that's Solis. I had a whim. I mean, that's a good shot.
that was a pretty good
transition,
shot.
you're gonna pull
A
out.
quick shot,
Yeah,
and it converts.
yeah, it does. That it does.
But in terms of this Bengals huddle, I think they're talking about they obviously have the length advantage, and this defensive pressure has been working, and that length advantage gives the advantage on defense. So causing all these turnovers is equaling easy buckets for them.
Yamani Sarif had himself a quarter. He had 12 and was a perfect 5 for 5 at the free throw strike. Something that we always talk about very frequently is being efficient at the line, and he was just that.
Very important. Good thing that they're converting, because in that pass affair, they didn't.
Francisco Avalos will step on the court for the first time today for the Tomcats. We got a very interesting formation over there for the inbound pass. I've never quite seen this. A double
screen.
Yeah, that's a good way to free up a man.
Now we only have a one-on-one past the half-court stripe.
Sarif gives it up. That's a new check-in there. Number 31, Miles Moore is in. Down the lane, no good for Noah Woolard. Oh, that's a traveling
A
violation.
traveling violation.
Not happy with the call.
That's Solis not happy with the call there.
You get it in. Humphrey asks for a screen. He gets one. Kick out, Smolt for three, no good. Offensive rebound, back out. Sarif will fire, no good, back of the rim.
Another offensive rebound.
They hit him on a cut. He loses possession of it. They had him and they just couldn't get it to him quick enough.
We saw 2 offensive rebounds for the Bengals in that possession alone, and it will still be their possession. So valuable to get those offensive rebounds.
Inbound into Moore, big man. Ooh, a little
Up
scoop.
and under.
Didn't work, and tried it again.
I believe we saw 3 offensive rebounds from the Bengals in that possession and didn't cash in on any of them. Almost throws the ball away there.
Costa down the lane, couldn't get it to his man. Up to Smolt. Smolt will lay that one in with the left hand.
Again, we're seeing this Bengals defense.
Just smothering right now.
Tomcats look just baffled as to what to do here.
Yeah, they can't seem to get any sort of offensive consistency or pressure going here. Cooper now, he gets it in. A floater, no good. Rebound controlled by Moore. Humphrey the other way. Sarif thought about it. Gives it up, gets it right back. Humphrey. Smolt now for three, no good. That was probably the worst looking one he's had all day. Hit off the side of the rim.
Pretty easy shot there too, wide open, no contest. We'll see a travel. Yes, sir. We've seen a couple travels from the Tomcats now here today. Seeing some costly turnovers from this whole team.
Yeah, and actually they're really not out of it. 29-12. They've actually played better basketball coming out of the quarter break, but they just can't seem to find any sort of way to be consistent on the offensive side.
Just need to find the momentum here, and if they can't, well, then it's a losing battle here.
Smolt will fire. He has another look. This one, he's going to knock it down. Nick Smolt for three.
And now we have a 20-point deficit for the Tomcats. Not looking good here, Brandon, for the half. 5 minutes left.
Yeah, they definitely got to get something going. That's an easy
Joshua
bucket for Josh Pryor. Yep.
His second bucket of the day. Easy as they come here, folks.
They're going to call a foul on Acosta. Frustration,
and
obviously,
Acosta
building
foul.
in him, yeah.
You're definitely right there. You can see the frustration setting in for Acosta.
Miles Griffin checks in, and so does Shoemate. At the line is Noah Woolard. This is a bonus situation, so it's a 1-and-1 for Woolard. First one's up, and that one's good. Noah Woolard remains perfect from the line as well.
And we're seeing a lot of free throws for this Bengals team here. And they're cashing in on them pretty well.
Two are good from Noah Woolard.
Remaining very consistent from the charity stripe today. Well, we see the Tomcats not really getting there much. Again, we see this defensive pressure. Double team.
Good pass.
Amazing pass there from Acosta to set up Joshua Pryor for his third bucket of the day. Once again, as easy as they come there.
Yeah, that was a great pass.
And forcing a turnover.
And a block. Yeah, a little pushback here. Two easy buckets in a row for Pryor down low, and they can get some sort of consistent offensive pressure. They're not out of this yet.
I believe they should flow it through Joshua Pryor, and he gets the ball.
Pryor for three, no good. And they're going to call a foul underneath the rim. It's going to be against Moore.
It was a push.
Inbound to Pryor. Step back jumper, no good.
We are not seeing him shine in the way he does in the post with those jumpers. 2 bricks in a row there.
Woolard down the lane, adjusted some contact. They didn't call a foul. A long pass to Acosta. Here comes Shoemate. Hey, he just got hacked. There was no
call.
Yeah, that was a blatant missed call there. They hacked him. Cooper for three, no good. Rebound. They're going to call it
and they
over
call
the back.
over the back.
Yeah, Acosta absolutely got mauled.
Questionable reffing here.
They didn't even call it at all. He was just mauled underneath the rim by Shoemate. Shoemate was coming down with the intention of, I'm going to pin this off the board, but when he stopped, it resulted in a hack and no call, and then now an over the back goes against, I believe that was Aaron Solis. So,
and it will be a bonus situation, so more Bengals free throws.
And these will belong to Miles Griffin.
First one is up.
Knocks it down, so he gets a chance in the second. Immense improvement at the line for them so far. We said that they went 10 of 12. in the first quarter alone. If he knocks this one down, they will be 14 for 16 from the line for the half. And he does, and that's an impressive number. Looking back, they only got to the line 21 times in the entire game. Last we saw them. They're already at 16 and a half. So.
I believe they did have a talk about this, and then we've seen the focus of getting to the line. And a lot of fouls.
Get it inside, Betts. Oh, the pass was errant.
Deep three, no good.
Rebound control, no, he
And
couldn't
that will
hold on
be
to
Bengals ball. We are seeing, once again, some questionable shooting here for the Tomcats. Not efficient. Can't get any momentum going.
Shoemate gives it up far side. They give it back to Shoemate. Up big. For three, that's Griffin. Yes, sir. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Miles Griffin. Down the other way, Pryor puts up a shot. It's blocked by Shoemate. Gets it back. And that's got to be a foul. Yeah, they're just mauling men.
Again, we see the defensive effort from Shoemate. Mostly mute offensively this half, but we see the defensive effort from him, Brandon.
Yep, a big block there. Josh Pryor now. I think this is a bonus situation. First one is up, and that one is good. We're going to take a quick look at the Bear Family McDonald's replay. This is the three-pointer from Griffin. Bang out, folks.
Splash.
Yes, sir. Back to the line. Pryor has one more shot.
One more free throw opportunity. Seems like these are almost seems like the first free throws they've taken, even though we know they aren't. Just not getting many opportunities at the line. We'll see if they'll get another free throw. Yes, he will.
For Pryor. Down the lane, and Griffin is having himself a quarter now.
Through the slight contact as well. And we see Acosta bring up the ball. Amazing pressure again from this Bengals defense and a switch.
Acosta gets a screen, but it's eventually he gets it back. I thought it was going to be a turnover. And one for Julian Acosta.
That will be, if he converts on the and one, that will be his 6th point of the game. Hopefully breathing some momentum into this offense, trying to get this game back in action for the Tomcats. Trying to erase that 20-plus point deficit, Brandon, is never easy.
Oh, yeah. It's a mountain, that's for sure. And you know what? You know how you climb a mountain? One step at a time, my friend. Julian Acosta knocks it down. Nick Smolt now with it.
Now we're seeing some good Tomcat pressure here.
Far side. It's
and a steal.
And stolen by Julian Acosta. He's going to slow it down a little bit. Down the lane. A good pass into Betts. Looked like he might have been
Seemed like a little bit of a foul there. And then a block.
Yep. It will stay down in Tomcat possession.
Seems like on this side of the floor there's some questionable officiating here.
It's been consistent is the thing.
That can pass,
they've been
but
letting them play.
I don't know, maybe that foul with Acosta just stifled me.
Into the corner for three, no good.
Off the front of the rim.
Long rebound is controlled. They bring it up quickly. Far side, Nick Smolt, no good. Rebound controlled by Pryor.
See that wide open three, didn't make him pay this time for that questionable defense.
This will be last touch by Smolt. Tomcat ball. Pryor.
On Shoemate, or against Shoemate rather.
Pull-up jumper for him, no good.
He has not been cashing on these jumpers. I think he should try a different strategy.
Sarif misses the layup. Acosta pushes the issue. Up with the left, he gets it to go. Julian Acosta with the left hand.
Acosta seeming to be one of the only people on this Tomcats team converting with the offense. And
I just see some tired guys out there right now.
They are definitely playing the starters as long as they can, it seems.
Yeah, I
haven't seen many rotations from the bench.
And that pass is just thrown away. That's going to be an easy layup for Daniel. Pryor for three. Nothing.
Nothing.
Acosta with the rebound. Back rim. Betts now puts it up. No good. Rebound by Pryor. He puts it up, and eventually it goes. A timeout is called by East Aurora. This is pretty much essentially the exact same time in the quarter previously that they called a timeout. With just about a minute left. This timeout is sponsored by Tom the Plumber, Inc. Tom is your local family-owned plumbing contractor. Honest and affordable. Visit TomThePlumberInc.com. There's Tom. Nice little graphic Tom's got, huh? I like the color scheme there, don't you?
I do like the color scheme of blues. Gotta remind him that what we're doing here.
That little North Carolina blue. Nice little action there. 45-25 here in the St. Charles East Gym. If you're just now joining us, I'm Brandon Giese alongside my brother, Austin Giese. It's the 60th annual Ron Johnson Thanksgiving Tournament. It's the East Aurora Tomcats taking on the Plainfield East Bengals, and the Bengals have had this one in control since the tip.
Yeah, we're really seeing a tale of two sides here. A lot of turnovers for the Bengals. They've cleaned it up a little bit in this second quarter, though, as this quarter winds down.
No good. Rebound. Gets his own. Sharif will fire for three. No good. Rebound tipped, and it's going to get controlled by Renteria.
Finally control that rebound.
Pass to Meeks. Gives it up to Acosta. Intercepted by Meeks. Meeks
Good
down the
steal
lane.
there.
No good, but he
And
got
a
half.
foul on Jody Meeks.
Jody Meeks.
Or Keenan Meeks.
Jody Meeks
I'm sorry.
plays in the league, buddy.
I'm sorry. My apologies. Keenan Meeks.
Jody Meeks. Oh man, you just you got me there, buddy. You got me there.
It's a habit.
Keenan Meeks toes the line.
To the line for the Tomcats. Finally getting back to the line here, Brandon.
Yeah, it's something that they definitely should stress. Meeks, a left-handed shooter, puts this one up, and it's good.
When they do get to the line, they do need to stress making these free throws. They need every point they can get here to erase this deficit. We'll attempt the second.
That one's good.
The fourth point for Keenan Meeks, number 2, on the Tomcats. We'll see the final seconds of play for the half here.
Sharif in the middle of the press. They lob it up. Gilbreth gets it. That was rejected. Scrum on the floor. That's got to be a jump ball. Possession arrow is in favor of the Tomcats.
And we see a timeout.
Yep, that is a timeout.
Timeout called by Aurora, 30-second timeout.
27-45 in favor of the Bengals. This timeout is sponsored by Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland for all your comfort needs and 24-hour emergency service. Count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. Find them at customheatingcooling.com. That's custom with a K.
I know you love saying that.
There's custom. What do you think about this color scheme?
Well,
I'm a big fan of the red. I'm a big fan of that red.
I like the light blue.
Yeah. I don't know when we became graphic ratings, but Yeah.
We're just here for our voices here, Brandon.
Look, we got to show some love to the sponsors, don't you know, buddy? There it is again. Double time.
Do enjoy the color scheme.
Yeah.
Custom with a K there.
Catches your attention immediately. 15 seconds remain in the half. Inbound goes to Cooper Shaw. Pryor brings it across the half-court line. He gets it knocked away. And it's a turnover.
A jump ball.
Jump ball.
I believe it'll be favor of the Bengals.
Possession arrow does point in favor of the Bengals, so they get possession. And that's going to be the end of the first half, 45-27 in favor of the Bengals. We'll be right back just after a word from our sponsors. Time, Carpentry with Integrity is providing unparalleled customer relationships with precise quality and craftsmanship since 1998. Find us on Facebook and Houzz. That's Houzz. Yes, we are at the half. Austin, a tale of two teams and a tale of two efforts by each team, I think is fair to say. Strong outings by the Bengals. You got Sarif, who had 12 first quarter points rather, and then Smolt pitched him with 11. He fired it from deep often. What did you see from the Bengals that impressed you?
Well, the Bengals' defensive pressure, of course, was immense on that Tomcats team. They forced a lot of turnovers, especially in that first quarter, and that just has been converting into easy buckets for them.
What are you saying to your team if you're East Aurora's head coach, Rick Robinson?
If I am the Tomcats head coach, I'm going to say we have to play more efficient with the ball. Just this handling and throwing away the ball and just right into the Bengals' hands converts into easy offense. And they've had a hard time getting the momentum going, so I think running a more efficient offensive scheme and just like trying to get through this defense is a good option.
All right, you heard it here first, folks. We are at the half. The Bengals take a pretty sizable lead into the break. We'll see if the Tomcats answer. We'll be back in just about 8 minutes to bring you the second half of this game.
Ooh, they think I've got no reason to give myself a right to. Ooh, they think I've got no reason to give myself a right to share what I believe in. Ooh, they think I've got no reason to give myself a right to share what I believe in. Ooh, they say I've got an issue, always on the edge, cause I don't trust. But I don't need your word on what I'm into.
Yes, and we are back here at St. Charles East. It's the 60th annual Ron Johnson Thanksgiving Tournament. I'm alongside my brother, Austin Giese. I'm Brandon Giese. We saw a pretty entertaining half. It was a one-sided affair, but nevertheless, what did you see?
Well, a very sloppy first quarter for Wildcats. Turnovers and shooting, both one and the same, sloppy. But for the Bengals, we saw for the Tomcats, we saw a little bit of momentum coming back. Joshua Pryor had a good half, and so did Acosta, but they just need to shoot more efficiently and try to get this game back there.
All right, well, you heard it here first. Expert analysis with Austin Giese. We're gonna try to trademark that in some way, shape, or form. Patent pending. We are seconds away.
Start the second half of action.
Noah Woolard will inbound the ball for the Bengals. There is something going on down here at the scorer's table. Appears that Tomcats staff are speaking with the refs about something. That's the only thing that we could be waiting on at the moment. But we can't quite hear it from all the way up here. Yeah, right. Yeah, I can't. Could be a score or a foul. I'm unsure of. They're bringing the third official in. He's got the answers. That's why he's got all the answers. There's something they're pointing towards under the rim on the opposite side.
Might be about that foul with Acosta.
Uh,
I don't know. But we will.
I think it might be about the possession arrow.
Oh, yeah.
I believe it was about the possession arrow. See, they didn't know who should start this period or quarter rather with the possession. That's why they were just confused. Nevertheless, the Tomcats get it because yes, the Bengals won the tip.
In our second half of action with the Tomcats and Here we go.
All right, here we are. It's Cooper Shaw that will bring it up for the Tomcats. Inside to him, pass out, give it a handoff to Pryor. Big man move, no good. He goes up.
Wild shots there. Just a lot of defensive pressure there, and causes the 2 misses in a row there.
Shumate doubled in the corner. He gives it to Gilbreth. Stumbling, gives it up to Wooler for 3. No good. Rebound control by Betts. And then it's turned over. Sarif with the steal, gives it back to Josh Humphrey.
And we see yet another Tomcats turnover right out of the half. Not a good start, Brandon. Not the start they wanted. Now we see the Bengals. The Tomcats? Yes, sir.
Inbound goes to Acosta. Cooper Shaw dribbles it off his foot, gives it up to Acosta. Down the lane, a wild scoop, but Pryor with the rebound, no good, tipped around. Acosta eventually comes up with it. Reset.
Pryor. And a foul.
Foul called. And as the ref passed the bench of East Aurora, head coach Rick Robinson showed the ref a little love for the call. Josh Pryor now to the line. That is
No
up and
good.
No good for Pryor. Second one is up for Pryor.
0 for 2 from the line, but gets it right back. That was important because going 0 for 2 is a costly mistake.
Yep, and the reset now for them. They try to get it into him. Good defense. They get it back to Cooper Shaw. Into the corner now for 3. No good. Offensive board. No. They're going to say it was last touch by Pryor.
Again, we're seeing a little bit more of a refined offense from the Tomcats, but again, it seems a little sloppy to me, Brandon. I don't know about you.
Yeah, they just can't find any consistency. There's you know, a flow to an offense, and then there's sometimes you get into games like this where just things aren't flowing.
Mm-hmm. It's been very stop and go for them.
Mm-hmm, exactly, very up and down, streaky. Sarif now down the lane, easy 2 points for Yamani Sarif. That gets him on the board in the second half. Long pass to Acosta, he gets it. Sarif is there. They double him. Pryor down the lane, gets it blocked.
No, sir. Shoemate with yet another block. And then
Into
almost
Acosta.
a turnover. And then
Off a shoe. Humphrey will go the other way.
again, we're seeing
Swing
another
to Sarif
turnover.
for 3. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yamani Sarif for 3.
Seems like he's been the heart and soul of this offense this game.
Down the lane, Pryor with a big man move. They're going to call a block on Shoemate.
I believe that will send him to the line and see if he can at least get one of the free throws. Very important that he does. 0 for 2 last time at the line.
And we're going to take a look at the Bear Family McDonald's replay. It's going to be Yamani Sarif, the swing pass right into the pickpocket, and that one goes down on the floor. Pryor missed the first free throw.
Again, missing that first free throw. And see if he can at least get one of his free throws here in the second half.
That one's up.
No good.
Pryor struggling from the line. Into the corner, Woolard down the lane. That's gonna.
That will be in
dribbled-
favor of the Tomcats.
Yeah, they dribbled it off the out of bounds line. Inbound is
Almost
controlled.
lost it. And what do we? A
East Aurora
timeout.
timeout. He is very, very upset.
Yes, to say the least.
Yeah, Rick Robinson not happy with his guys. They're going to get into the huddle here and talk it over. We are going to talk it over with Rosen Hyundai. This timeout is sponsored by Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned, save time, shop online at rosenhyundai.com. Now, all right, this is our final one. Austin, what do you think of the Rosen Hyundai logo? I'm a big fan of the outside characters.
Yeah, cowboy and cowgirl.
Yeah.
With the yellow and the blue.
Yeah, I've always been a big fan of the old Western theme. You know, that's something, it just tugs at my soul a little. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm here. And
Howdy.
yeah, howdy. That's a good way to put it. And that one, I really do enjoy all of our sponsors. They're all amazing in their own right and own way, right?
Yeah. Look, I promise we're done talking about logos.
Maybe. You never really know. Pryor now with it. Gives it up. Renteria right down the heart. No
good.
I'm going to say it was last touched by the Bengals.
Crowd not happy with that decision.
Yeah, no, not happy at all. They're sitting right here below us. And they are expressing their feelings for the officiating. A big
Push
boy
them
move.
back and goes.
Some more chirping down here in front of us. It's Austin, it's a 21-point game. And they are very unhappy with the calls.
They've been, I mean, you want to extend the lead, obviously, but when you're up this high, does one call really matter that much?
I'm surprised. I would say that when you're dominating a game like this, you know, okay, let me restart. It's one thing if that's a missed call in a 1-point game or a 2-point
Yes.
game. Or,
Then it's very important.
yeah, but in a game that you've had control of a majority of the time, I personally feel that it's not necessary, but that's my own personal feeling.
It's not, I don't think it's that big of a deal, but anyways,
Yeah.
Shoemate,
2 for 2
at the line. And Shoemate will go out after that
Yep.
made free throw.
And much deserved rest for him. He's been semi-quiet today, but overall, he's been a star of the tournament. His
The
first
human
game,
highlight reel, as I call them.
Yeah, first game he was out here throwing it down. He came out when we saw him and threw it down a handful of times.
Yes, sir.
27 points in that outing, so he's been very good. Cooper Shaw with the bucket.
Shaw.
Here they are in the near side. Back to Smolt for 3, front rim.
Air. Oh, that was a front rim?
Front rim.
My mistakes. Tomcats will take it back up. And a huge pressure there leads to turnover. This is what I'm talking about when I talk about this Bengals defense.
Tyrell Daniel down the middle of the lane, and he scores.
That's what we talk about when we say good defense transitions into good offense. Easy steal, easy bucket, and
there's
yet another.
One. Yep, here they come again. He wants a lob. Oh, did you see him ask for it?
Yeah, I did. And it didn't transition into points. Maybe that was the better option. Cooper Shaw.
No good. Rebound controlled. They get it up quickly. Inside and no good. Rebound tipped, but then controlled by Daniel.
We're seeing the plays occur in front of us, but they just don't transition into the bucket on those fast break opportunities after causing all those turnovers.
Noah Woolard down the lane, float short.
Will they get it back? No.
Pressure now. They move it up. Solis gets it stolen by Small.
Another steal.
Woolard now. Oh, I thought we were going to say
I wanted him to dunk it, but again, we see another steal from the Bengals, Brandon. Already throughout this half, it's just been looking a lot like the first quarter as we saw.
In the corner for 3. Yes, sir. Aaron Solis for 3.
That is his second 3 of the game, Brandon. Maybe we'll breathe some life.
Gonna call a walk.
A travel. Well, we're at a 22-point deficit here for the Tomcats, and they just can't get much momentum going.
Cooper Shaw, we're seeing our friend Tom the plumber, but down on the floor, they are they're in action. Here we go, back to it. In the corner again, Solis, nothing, hits the air.
Yeah.
That actually, I'm sorry, was not Solis, that was Davion Hurston. Sarif for 3, yes. Amani Sarif for 3. Now we are into a timeout. It is 61-36, and I think we're gonna take a look at our friend Tom the plumber. This timeout is sponsored by Tom the Plumber Inc. Tom is your local family-owned plumbing contractor, honest and affordable.
Visit TomThePlumberInc.com.
There's my buddies finishing off the read. I like to see it. All right, we're done talking about logos, right?
Yes. No more.
No more?
No more.
He's putting the foot down. Look at this guy.
I like the energy.
Oh, man.
Come on,
He's
ref.
feeling it.
Come on.
Yeah, there it is. Look at him. He's feeling it. That's what it is when you go back to the fridge after Thanksgiving dinner and see all the leftovers. That's how you're feeling.
That's how I was this morning.
Yep. Busting out the moves, right?
Well, glad to see someone on the Tomcats side of the bleachers has the energy.
Hey, he was doing a great job, all right?
Yeah.
Look at him. He's still going out there.
Anyways, another turnover.
Sarif.
And easy buckets. I'd like to get a turnover count for the Tomcats. It's just a huge problem in this offense right now. You can tell, and there's another.
And Sarif missed it. Got it back.
And one.
Yamani Sarif. He loves the odd number of quarters because he's going nuts again in this quarter as well.
How many does he have right now?
12 in this quarter. He had 12 in the first quarter. So he's up to 24 for the game.
Definitely having a game for himself.
It's up, and it's good. Perfect at the line for him still throughout the game.
Really?
Yeah. That's 6 for 6 for him at the free throw strike. I'd also like to see a steal count. He's done a really good job on defense.
Yes, he has. And then we almost saw another turnover by the Tomcats. We will see. Final seconds of play here, and then a weird confrontation there. What happened there? Was that a block? I believe that was a block.
I believe so too.
Both men fell to the floor. And now, Brandon, we are at closing out this third quarter here. We're at a 30-point deficit.
Yeah, this one has slowly but surely gotten away from the Tomcats, but still got another quarter of action for them to
It's all but over.
focus on some things and get some things done. 2
I've
seconds left.
Oh
Ace
my.
on fire. I think he was actually
I
fouled.
think that was a hack, but final seconds of play, I guess it doesn't really matter. But
All right, yeah. Well, we're going to hear from our sponsor really quickly, and then we'll bring it back for some more action.
Buffalo Wild Wings is the place to bring the whole family for a great night out. We're nearby in Algonquin and Crystal Lake with specials all week long. Enjoy 65-cent boneless wings on boneless Thursdays and Mondays. Get half-priced wings on Tuesdays. And stop by on Wednesdays for 99-cent chicken tenders and $1.49 kids meals. Sign up for our free Plays and Rewards loyalty program. Earn points, get rewards. It's more of what you love for what you already love to do. It's all here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Algonquin and Crystal Lake.
And we are back here at St. Charles East. It's the 60th annual Ron Johnson Thanksgiving Tournament. I'm Brandon Giese alongside my brother Austin Giese. It's been a one-sided affair so far, and I don't think the script's gonna flip. But something to keep an eye on. Yamani Sarif has 25 points through 3 quarters of play. It does not seem that he has been in any way, shape, or form ready to head to the bench either. So he could be in for something extremely special.
well, we've been seeing a really good game from him overall, shooting-wise and free throw-wise. He's been getting the line, seems like the most for the Bengals, and that's very important for them. In terms of the Tomcats side, Joshua Pryor has 12, and he's leading them, and that's just won't do when the Bengals are just having a huge game as a whole.
Yeah, overall, 8 minutes is back up on the clock. We're gonna have 8 minutes. Something that I always like to say when I'm watching these kind of games is, even though right now it's what a lot of people call, garbage time or whatever, there's things that you can work on and focus on as a team that can gear you towards what's heading forward. So
Yes.
for them, the Tomcats, you want to run your offensive sets. You want to run this game as if you were running it in real time and it was 0-0. You know?
Yes.
So run your sets, keep the intensity, don't fold.
There's no such thing as giving up.
Yeah, especially in this sport.
No such thing as too late. Almost got the turnover there.
Ooh, I thought he might have dragged that pivot foot.
Yeah.
Far side, Kyrell Daniel. If you're the Bengals, I think you're going to work some clock here.
A lot of people laying their body out for that ball there, and that will be a jump. Yes, sir, it will be a jump. Gosh, you can hear that coach of the Tomcats from here, can't you?
Yeah, he's
He's not happy with his team right now. A stumble from the Bengals, and then a quick shot. Look, was that blocked or a foul?
I'm not sure what had happened there. I think it could have been it was shot super high because of the pressure.
Very quick turn of events here, but I believe it will still be Tomcats ball. Yes. Well, they certainly are trying to. They're not giving up here, Brandon. They're definitely playing till the last buzzer.
Yeah, and I think that's something that their coach instills in them. I don't think he's going to let them just fold.
Quitting.
Yeah, not a mentality I see with them at all. Something to note, you've seen pretty much the same rotation of guys for the Bengals.
Yes.
And they're up 30 in the fourth, and they still are running with starters on the floor. Keep a note on it, keep a tab on it. It's interesting to say the least. The step back, no good. Rebound is controlled by Humphrey, and he will bring it up for the Bengals. Shoemate gets absolutely mauled by Keenan Meeks.
Well, we predicted Shoemate to go pretty crazy this game, but we've actually had a surprising star here.
Yeah, Yamani Sarif has been outstanding. Shoemate only has 4 points, so.
But they haven't needed him.
Yeah, no, it's definitely been a good team effort all around. So here he is now.
I think he's playing into his role quite well, going in. And one
No,
or a charge. think that's a pretty good call by the ref there.
Yeah, I think so too. He definitely went in with the shoulder down, and it wasn't. Yeah, so let's take another look at it. Actually, the Bear Family McDonald's replay, so I can explain a little better. See, he might have been moving at when I look at that again. There's the. You see the shot goes up there. It was a rather wild one. There's a scrum on the floor. The ball's around there.
Rambling, jump ball.
Jump ball.
Occurs.
You've got like a football style pile down there on the floor for the ball. Something to note, Jacob Rodriguez has checked in for Plainfield East. This is the first time we've seen him on the floor. So maybe slowly but surely they're going to start working those guys at the end of the bench there in.
Well, we're still seeing defensive pressure here. Definitely playing till that final buzzer winds down, and then
Gilbreth right down the heart of the lane.
Pretty impressive bucket there.
He gets the left-handed scoop layup to go. Julian Acosta brings it across the half-court line. He goes down the lane. A left-handed layup is no good. They move it quickly.
I don't believe we've seen a single bucket for the Tomcats this quarter, Brandon.
Not yet. In the corner, Moore. A Euro step, and it's blocked by Pryor. Acosta pushes it up for the Tomcats. 4 minutes left in this game. And that pass was aimed at the coach.
Not happy about it there.
Yeah, you can see frustration on his face. Humphrey to the bench. Into the game now for them is number 11, Keon Killens. Killens has not entered the game yet either, so they are slowly but surely working those guys off that end of the bench into the game.
Oh my!
Daniel Gilbreth.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, acrobatic play. East Aurora's going to call a timeout to talk some things over. We are going to now, this timeout will be sponsored by Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your comfort needs and 24-hour emergency service.
Count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. Find them at customheating.com, and that's custom with a K. It's pretty fun to say, I have to admit.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. Now you understand. 70-36, 3:31 left in the fourth. We're all but home on this one, folks.
I believe that this game is pretty much over. I don't see this happening, but I do believe if I'm the Tomcats, I want to still try to score and just get some positive out of this game.
You gotta take this one on the chin, unfortunately, and try to do the best you can to close this one out. Yeah, I'm just gonna be honest with you. This would be a run of exponential greatness. Like, I can't even put into words how impressive it would be if they came back from 70-36 with 3:31 left in the fourth.
Again, I think they should take, Joshua Pryor has been on the floor for basically the whole game, people. At this point, maybe they should give some of those bench guys their role right now.
We got a platoon swap for Plainfield East. You're going to see number 21, Hayden Rapier, into the game. As well, we're going to have Nathan Robinson in. Just intercepted there. An up fake got him. And that goes down for Francisco Avalos. Killens moves it over to Robinson. Robinson, a hop step and a bucket for Nathan Robinson, and the bench erupts.
That was pretty impressive, that hop step there.
That was a pretty move for Nate Robinson. Nate Robinson. They lose it.
Now we're hearing a largely vocal crowd and bench for the Bengals. Listen to that.
The starters are definitely giving their support to their guys out there. Sylvester Williams checks in for East Aurora. We've seen him on the floor just a couple of times so far. You can see from here he's got the KDs on, man.
Yeah.
They lose possession of it. That's going to be an
Over and back.
I thought that was knocked back by an East Aurora defender, but nevertheless, they take over.
Well, we're in the final 2 minutes of play. Brandon,
Better get it over the line. It was kind of close there.
yeah,
Meeks down the lane, and he's fouled.
foul. Well, I was going to say is, what do you think of the action we've seen here today in this game for both teams?
I think for the Tomcats, they came in today. They had suffered some they suffered one sizable loss and one where they were competitive. They came in today hoping to do that and be competitive. And they've had good stretches and they've had bad stretches. I think if they can size down those bad stretches of play, they can perform at a higher level than they're at right now. And that's just something that comes with maturity and time and understanding of the system. For Plainfield, they came off of a loss where they played a great half. We talked about that.
Yes, sir.
They were 2 quarters away from closing that game out, and they let it kind of slip through their hands a little bit.
Woodfield came back from
Willowbrook.
Willowbrook.
And they wanted to come out here and make a statement, and you know what they did? They made a statement. Pryor knocks down that free throw. They came out with intensity, and it ran throughout, and that might be why you see even now they're keeping the intensity up, because they are still swallowing the loss that they suffered from in that previous game. So they wanted to come out and prove, hey, we don't let that hold us down. We let that motivate us to be better. So I think that's kind of the thing that you have to see with the Bengals.
Do we have a timeout? At the final 16 seconds played. Yep, timeout from East Aurora.
At the final 16 seconds, there's a timeout, which means we need to take some time to talk about Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin.
This timeout is sponsored by Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time. Shop online at rosenhyundai.com.
Awesome. All right.
Well, we got the final seconds of play here. East Aurora will fall to 0-3.
Yeah, 0-3 in the tournament, and this will move Plainfield East to 2-1. So they are still well and alive and in the hunt to possibly take it all. So you never know. It's a round robin, so it kind of depends on where other teams fall.
Yeah.
For us, next up, we're gonna have South Elgin versus Hampshire. So we get to see the hometown guys, and that'll be a good one as well. 16.8 on the clock. As soon as they inbound the ball, the clock will run, and that's a foul, and the clock runs through the foul. So this is going to take us to the end of the game. I believe it should run through the foul.
10.1 left. It stopped, and we have free throws for Davion Hurston, I believe.
Yep, they are going to let them finish this out. So they shoot the first one, no
good, and I believe at this point
that should about do it.
They will dribble it out.
And yeah, he's not even going to take a shot attempt. A wise play and a good sportsmanship act. That's your final. East Plainfield Bengals take down the East Aurora Tomcats 72-40. For Austin, I'm Brandon Giese. We're going to wrap this one up quick. We're going to be bringing you a live one coming next. It's going to be the South Elgin Storm against Hampshire High School. We'll be seeing you guys in just a little bit.
This sports broadcast made possible by contributions from the following. The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, a factory authorized Bryant dealer, whatever it takes. Find them online at customheating.com. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin, looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time, shop online at rosenhyundai.com. Tom the Plumber is your family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. Carpentry with integrity, providing unparalleled customer relationships and precise quality craftsmanship since 1998. Find us on Facebook and House. Daryl Barnes Photography. For sports, senior portraits, family, and more, call Daryl Barnes Photography for all your photographic needs. Find Daryl online at darylbarnes.com. Buffalo Wild Wings. Visit their locations in Algonquin and Hoffman Estates for some award-winning wings spun in one of 21 sauces or dry rubs. Or try a tasty burger or wrap. There's something for everyone at Buffalo Wild Wings in Hoffman Estates at Route 59 and 72 or Algonquin on Randall Road.